Hello, my name is Lewis, and today I'll be recording episode 4 of my Bushido Life Change. And in today's episode, I'll be sharing some of my experiences from week 10 and then reviewing my progress that I've made during this project so far. I'll also give an insight into how each virtue has affected me and also see if I see myself carrying any of these changes forward in the future. So, my first episode, my first experience, sorry, was going to Crummin Beach with my mum, sister, and Mo. And yeah, basically because it was nice, we decided to take Mo for a walk. And I went to Crummin Beach at the end, and that was probably a really nice experience of this episode. You can see it's quite nice. Mo likes the beach as well, gets to chase the birds and have a wee trot in the mud, in the sandy mud. So yeah. But yeah, no, got some ice cream at the end, which is probably actually Mo's favourite part. He loves ice cream. He really does. Um, and it was a really good day, all of us. So yeah. And this was probably my highlight from the episode, and actually probably the highlight from the whole project was going tandem skydiving at St Andrews in Fife, which was something that I'd booked for months, and I'd been building my excitement for it until you get into the plane. And then all of a sudden you get really nervous. You're thinking, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? But definitely something that I'd recommend doing. It was brilliant. And it's an experience that I'll never forget. And something that I think a lot of people should try at least once in their lives. So I've also included a link here on my YouTube channel. So I have 3 videos here of me diving. This is me entering the plane. Okay, the other one's up. So this was a clip of me parachuting down. I'll skip to the bit where I'm landing, so it doesn't take for ages. So yeah, lovely day. Very much has to be for you to have any chance of skydiving, but yeah, great experience and something that I think a lot more people should try out. So, but yeah, that was basically it for week 10. Not a lot, but um, just to sum up, I'd been sticking to my meditation routine for a while, and that has continued to help me sleep better. Which, yeah, despite this though, I have to say I've not been maintaining my walks after meals, which is something that was probably down to inconvenient circumstances, but something that I was a bit disappointed in looking back on it. But yeah, something that I probably should have stuck to more. Uh, but yeah, I think skydiving was a good end to my Bushido life change, and yeah, I think it's something that I probably want to try again soon. Something I need to get booked again. But yeah, that's basically it for week 10. But yeah, now I'm gonna basically reflect on my experience as a whole. So yeah, I want to say though that uh, for this change, I'm probably not entirely satisfied that I've made enough changes to definitively say that I've followed the Bushido code. But you know, I have to say that failing to find a solution to my diet, uh, basically down to a lack of discipline, I think that's definitely played a part into why I think I've failed. But not all bad, because on the bright side, I'm happy to say that I've stayed active during this project, and yeah, I feel like I've done well to improve the time spent with my family and friends, and I think that's made a big difference. So yeah, I think also my general mood been up since week 6. So basically, after the Hibs wins, going to the games and stuff. And yeah, I feel as though healthier sleeping has probably contributed to this as well. Meditation probably has a role, probably a big role, because of how much of a game changer it's been in my life after incorporating it as a daily routine. And starting to do it at night as well, sleeping better. I think that's something that needs to be said. But yeah, just to conclude, I am proud to say that I'm happy that the changes that I've made has contributed to me feeling better and having a good impact on me. But to say that I've actually followed the Bushido code, I think that's a bit of a stretch. But overall, proud of the changes, but don't think I've done enough. So yeah, now I want to talk about how the virtues have impacted me during this project. So just to touch on each virtue now. To start off with, I'll talk about integrity, which, to be honest, probably hasn't made that much of a difference to me. As I feel like I already have plenty of integrity. I did probably say that I lacked a bit of integrity when making some of these lifestyle changes. So at the start, I feel like I should have made them sooner. And with regards to you know, like making a improvement to my diet, I feel like I've maybe not been as uh, true to myself, which I should have been. But yeah, sometimes straying away from my virtues as well. I feel like that's something that I could have done better. But yeah, I don't think that integrity has made a huge difference in my life. But yeah, on the other hand, though, respect is something that, if I'm being honest, has always I've always had for strangers, but maybe not so much as as towards my loved ones, which I really noticed during this project because um, you know, I feel like the respect that I'm showing and the respect I'm showing to my family is a bit different, and it's sort of like a respect is that I don't want to be impolite to strangers, but as with my family, I think they know that I can be who I am. Um, I can have a laugh and stuff, but it's something that I probably should have paid more attention to and treat them with more respect. So I think this has led me to improve relationships within my family, and also helped me to work with my symbiosis presentation group, which um, we're actually presenting this week. So I think that's made a big difference. But courage, which is something that probably felt that wouldn't be as relevant in modern times for this project, is definitely something that's made an impact. I feel like having that extra courage when it mattered uh, has made a big impact. So, for example, going skydiving, it took heaps of courage to do that, and despite it only being uh, 2 weeks from now that I went skydiving, I can definitely feel more confident than before. So I feel like I feel like skydiving, the courage that it took to do that, I think that's given me a boost in confidence, and yeah, I think made an impact. So yeah. With regards to honor though, with integrity, I feel like it's not made that much of a difference to me. I feel like honor something that I already have as well. Um, as already, I feel like I resist temptation. So like drinking or taking drugs or stuff like that. I feel like I'm quite good at not doing any of that stuff. And yeah, I feel like also falling into unhealthy habits. I feel like that's actually happened probably, um, which I feel probably hasn't actually that made much of a difference when it should have. So yeah, that's definitely a weakness of mine. Um, but for something that I think I already have, that's probably something I need to check a wee bit more. But uh, yeah, I feel like I could have had more honor there with regards to making better decisions within my diet. But yeah, anyway, compassion. I feel like this has made a big impact on me. Um, this virtue has helped me, as with respect, it's helped me treat my family and friends better, and it's led to me having more moments to enjoy together with as a result. Uh, and yeah, a lot of my experiences that I have in this episode are me enjoying moments with my family, and um, I feel like without the emphasis on compassion, I feel like that probably would not have been possible. But yeah, uh, I want to talk about honesty next, which um, has definitely been on the forefront of my mind when following the Bushido Code. Um, and I felt like this has made me become more transparent to others. As well as this, I think it's made me feel guilty about ever lying about something, or like not saying what really happened, or saying something that wasn't exactly true. I feel like that's made me feel more guilty than I've felt before, and yeah, I feel like that's made me become more truthful, and yeah, it's made a positive impact on my day-to-day life. So yeah, but yeah, last but not least, is loyalty, which definitely has made a significant difference in my support and affinity for Hibs, which without, of course, the support, I don't think I would have had the memories that I've shared. Um, and yeah, I feel like with loyalty, you have to stick with your team. You've got to go to the games every time, and even if Hibs were doing badly, um, I feel like you should go anyway and stay loyal, because now we're not we're not seeing the rewards just yet, but come the end of the season, if we're doing well, I think that would I think we'd start to see really good products of that. But yeah, um, at the start of the season, we weren't doing that well. But if I'd started this project at the start of the season and then go towards the end, it'd probably be me keep going to the games at the start when we're not doing so well, and then now we're doing really well. So it's a bit, it's a bit convenient that I've started the project when we're doing well. But um, with loyalty, I feel like you really do you feel like those special moments feel the more special than if you were like stay at home during the rubbish games and then go to the big games and then you turn out to win. I feel like they're not as special. But yeah, I don't want to keep waffling. Just want to share what the future will look like. And yeah, firstly, I want to stop calling them changes now, and I want to start recognizing them as virtues that really make up of who I am. And for example, compassion and respect. These are things that, with at the start of the project, I probably didn't have as much of, and now after these life changes, I feel like something that I want to include in my life more. And with integrity and honor, stuff that hasn't affected me as much, I probably should include as well, but a wee bit more after looking back on it. So yeah, I want to keep living by these virtues, and yeah, maybe get another tattoo um, to commemorate this journey. I feel like that could be quite cool. Um, and yeah, also activities like meditation and start going on the regular walks again is something that I want to continue doing. Obviously, meditation, which has made a big impact on my quality of life, I feel like that's something that I don't want to drop. Um, and yeah, as well as spending time with the family, spending more time with the dog. I feel like stuff like that. I think I need to get back into a habit of doing as well, or even go skydiving. You know, book another skydiving session. I think that would be quite cool. Another idea I had: go to visit Japan, as I've not been before. And for someone that's pretty obsessed, maybe not obsessed, but fascinated with Japan, I feel like that's something I've got to do at some point. Um, and yeah, of course, to round it off, I think going to become a Hib super fan is definitely on my list. Going to every game, every away game, following them across Scotland, I feel like that's going to be something that I'm going to end up doing. But yeah, lastly is my bibliography if you want to see alphabetical order. And yeah, here's the end. Also want to give a big thanks to my symbiosis presentation group for helping me with this project. And yeah, thanks for listening.